we talked about creating content. In other words, basically, okay, what am I good at? What should I be doing? How should I design my life? What's my gift to the world? Package it up. In other words, create a product or a service that can be one to many. So, what are some of the types of content that you enjoy putting together yourself? You mentioned video. You mentioned you're obviously a writer. So, what is some of the top content that you would recommend, especially in the, because you're talking to a lot of people that are doing business to business consulting and coaching. Is that correct?
Yes. I personally really, I'm very much an advocate of kind of the model that Gary Vaynerchuk has talked about a lot, is the creating one piece of core video content and repurposing that a million different ways.
Mm-hmm.
That to me makes the most sense, is content proliferation, which also requires systems.
Yep.
So, but one of the favorite things, one of the easiest things is like what we're doing right now, is we've got video content from this interview. Well, I'll often take the video content. Sometimes the podcast host does not typically put their podcast out in video form, but invariably, I'll ask for the raw video, and I'll take that and chop it up into clips. And then those clips can be transcribed. They can be turned into all sorts of different stuff.
Yep.
So this is one of the easiest ways to create content, is get interviewed. Or if you can't get interviewed by podcast hosts, interview yourself. Get a list of questions and answer them into a camera. And now you've got it, right? You've got that core video content, chop it into clips, transcribe it, turn that into quotes, tweets, a million different things that you can do with it. But I really believe it starts there with the core video content, because that can be turned into audio. It can be turned into text, images, all sorts of different stuff. So if anybody's looking for, a shortcut to content, to understanding this, I would probably check out some of Gary V's stuff, because I think that's what a lot of people are basing their content models on anyway. I think he's probably one of the foremost thinkers in this space.
Yeah.
And now we're moving into micro content. So now it's TikTok, so you've got to constantly be thinking about ways to take what you've already got. You don't have any extra hours in the day to create original TikToks probably. So it's, how do I take what I'm doing and efficiently repurpose it for all these channels?
Yeah.
How can I take this interview that we're doing right now, for example, take this clip and turn it into a TikTok or something? And again, I haven't mastered this yet, but this is really, I think the way that you have to do it is have systems in place to proliferate.